Welcome to the 2022 Artesia Invitational, live from Brainerd Park here on KSVPTV.com and KSVP Radio on Facebook and YouTube. Joby Hodling here, happy to bring this game to you as we have the second game of the day here. The Carlsbad Cavemen and the Belen Eagles. Carlsbad coming into this ball game 8-2 on the season. Belen 5-4, and the coaches are meeting with the umpires out at home plate right now. For Carlsbad, number 13, Tristan Thomas is playing center field. Number 7, Zach Galindo in right. Number 10, Nolan Perry is short and batting third. Number 18, Mac Mabry is the pitcher, batting fourth. Playing second base and batting fifth is number 15, Aiden Padilla. Batting sixth is number 6, Brandon Ganaway, and he's playing out in left field. Batting seventh is number 2 and playing the two-position catcher, Ty Molina. The first baseman, number 19, Grant Harville, is the number 8 batter in the lineup, and number 4, third baseman, Lenny Marcus, will round out the batting lineup for the Carlsbad Cavemen. For the Belen Eagles, number 7, Diego Avila, is the second baseman and leading off. Number 3, Luciano Gomez, is the shortstop in their 2-hole. Number 5, Jace Martinez, I believe that's number 5. My handwriting is not very good. Number 5, Jace Martinez. I'm sorry, number 13 playing third base is Jace Martinez. And batting third, the first baseman, Angel Garcia, wears number 23, and he's in the cleanup position. DHing is Kenny Trujillo, wears number 15 on his jersey. The right fielder, number 20, Tyler Martinez, is batting sixth. Batting seventh is the catcher, number 14, Bryson Soils. The center fielder, Aiden Padilla, is batting eighth, wears number 10. And number 16, Ethan Thomas, is batting ninth and playing out in left field. The pitcher is number 12, Malachi Chavez, and he is being DH'd for by Kenny Trujillo, and he is the pitcher. All right, so we had a discussion, not exactly sure who the home team is, as we had, who? Belen is the home team. Okay, so the Belen Eagles is the home team. So it'll be Carlsbad batting first, I guess. Yep, Carlsbad batting first. So Carlsbad is the visitors. They're just in the opposite lineups.
Belen will be the home team. Carlsbad will be the visiting team.
Okay, so defensively for the Belen Eagles, Malachi Chavez is pitching.
Starting pitcher for the Belen Eagles, number 12,
and
Malachi Chavez.
His battery mate is Bryson Soils, the catcher. Out in left field is Ethan Thomas. The center fielder is Aiden Padilla, and the right fielder is Tyler Martinez. First baseman, Angel Garcia. The third baseman is Jace Martinez. Up the middle, we have Diego Avila at second and Luciano Gomez at short. As they get their wind-ups, as the pitcher gets his warm-ups in, they throw the ball around out in the outfield, and they get some warm-up on the infield. We'll be right back for the top of the first, live from Brainerd Park, Artesia, New Mexico, home of the Artesia Bulldogs, here for the 2022 Artesia Invitational, second game of the day. All right, leading off will be the center fielder, number 13, Tristan Thomas, for the Carlsbad Cavemen, batting from the left side. He'll be facing Malachi Chavez. The pitcher, and we're underway. First pitch, called, strike one. On deck is Zach Galindo, and in the hole, Nolan Perry for the Cavemen. Pitch, Swing and a miss. Big cut. Strike 2. We're in game number 2 here at the Bulldog baseball field and complex. 2002, and this is a ground ball toward the second baseman. He's going to have to hurry. Open, it gets under his glove, and going to second base on the infield single is going to be moving over on the error.
Thomas advances to second.
So I give him a single, first hit of the ball game, and then moving over on the error is Tristan Thomas, and now the right fielder Zach Galindo will come to the plate, also batting from the left side. Right-handed pitcher is Malachi Chavez, as he started off in the stretch with nobody on, so it looks like he'll be pitching from the stretch. First pitch just missed outside to the lefty. 1-0 the count. Shortstop Nolan Perry on deck, and Mac Mabry, the pitcher, in the hole and batting cleanup for the Carlsbad Cavemen. Chavez takes a long look in. Now he comes set, takes a peek back. The pitch just high. Ball 2. 2-0 the count. If you're just now joining us, Goddard got game 1, 12-9 over the Clovis Wildcats, so they advance and play tomorrow afternoon at 4 against their winner of this game. Here's the pitch, right down the middle. Runner is running. He's going to be out. Oh, he dropped the ball. So he is safe. The third baseman had him out by a mile. That's an error. That's a second error here in the inning. And third baseman drops the ball. And so the runner is safe at third. And the count 2-1 to Galindo at the plate. Nobody out. Here's the pitch. Just missed. Ball 3. Nolan Perry on deck and Mac Mabry in the hole for the Cavemen as the Cavemen look to go to 9-2 on the season. Belen, of course, wanting to get the win. They'd be 6-4 if they do. Swing and a miss. Big cut for strike 2. So the count now full for Galindo, the right fielder. Nobody out, top of 1, runner at third. Here's the pitch. Strike 3 called. He thought he got ball 4, but he's rung up. That's the first out of the inning and the first strikeout for Malachi Chavez. And that'll bring the number 3 hitter in the lineup, Nolan Perry, to the plate. He is the shortstop for the Carlsbad Cavemen. Chavez set. Pitch. Hits the spot on the outside, but a little too far out, ball 1. Soils is set up out there. Bryson Soils, the catcher, and he hits that spot, but just a little wide. 1-0 the count. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Got him on a hook. 1-1 now the count. Mabry on deck, and then in the hole is the second baseman, number 15, Aiden Padilla for the Cavemen. 1 out, top of 1. Carlsbad threatening. Called strike 2 right down the middle. So 1-2 now the count. As they got a leadoff single and moved over on the error by the second baseman. As he let it squirt under his glove. It was a single. He would have been safe. There's a drive out to right field. That is going to be caught out there by the right fielder. Tagging up. Coming in. The throw is not going to be on time. So the sacrifice fly for Nolan Perry. That's out number 2. But he gets the RBI. And the Carlsbad Cavemen take the early lead. 1-0. And with 2 outs. Now the batter is going to be the pitcher, Mac Mabry. So Mac Mabry steps in on the left side. 2 down, 1-0 Carlsbad. First pitch he looks at called, strike 1. On deck is Aiden Padilla, the second baseman, and in the hole, the left fielder, Brandon Ganaway. Wind has been blowing all day here and still is. I think it's slowed down a little bit as that pitch, ooh, just missed. I guess a little bit high. I thought he was going to say strike 2, but did not. So 1-1 the count. Here's the 1-1. Just missed. 2-1 now the count. Good pitch there. just missed. So the lefty steps back in. Here's the pitch. Swung on, foul back and out of play for strike 2. 2-2 now the count. So ready to go. Here's the pitch. Swung on. That's going to be a hit. Hard shot. That's a single. Up the middle, just to the right of the diving second baseman, Avila. So another hit for the Cavemen. They now have 2 in the inning. And standing at first base is Mabry, and that brings the number 5 hitter to the plate. Number 15, Aiden Quintela, the second baseman. He bats from the right side, has a runner down at first base with 2 outs. Carlsbad 1-0 here in the top of the first. Chavez comes setting out of the plate and called strike 1 on the breaking ball, caught the inside. 0-1 the count. Left fielder number 6, Brandon Ganaway, is on deck, and then the catcher, number 2, Ty Molina, is in the hole for the Cavemen. Malachi Chavez comes setting out of the plate. Strike 2 called on the outer third of the plate, and the count now 0-2 with 2 outs. Clouds have kind of rolled in. It's still sun shining, but a lot of clouds in the sky. When we started this morning, there was fewer clouds. The wind was blowing a little bit harder in a bright sky. Strike, called it a ball. Belen catcher thought what I thought. That was strike 3, but nope, ball 1. 1-2 now the count. Malachi Chavez takes a peek over. Now he'll come set. And to the plate, runner running. It's a ground ball. That's a right side C&I single as the runner started to slide into second base, and it had gotten through. So just the single moves the runner to second. And Carlsbad with 2 outs now have runners at first and second base. And coming to the plate, the left fielder, number 6, Brandon Ganaway.
Next up for the Cavemen, the left fielder, number 6, Brandon Ganaway.
So 3 hits in the inning so far. And Carlsbad has a bat out on the field, and nobody in the dugout's looking. Now they finally do. Umpire said, was telling them to get the bat, but nobody was looking. Took a minute. Runners at first and second, top of 1, 2 down. Carlsbad with the early lead, 1-0 over the Belen Eagles. Chavez comes setting out of the plate. Strike 1 called on the curveball to Ganaway. Ty Molina on deck, and number 19, first baseman Grant Harville, in the hole for the Cavemen. The pitch swung. That's hit up the middle. Shortstop makes a diving effort, but unable to get it. That's going to be an RBI single. There's going to be a play at third base. Not in time, and moving over on the throw is the hitter. So a back-to-back singles. That was Ganaway with that single. Moves over on the throw. He gets the RBI. And Carlsbad goes up 2-0. Mabry scores. Quintela moves to third. And Ganaway moves over to second on the throw to third. And that brings the catcher, Ty Molina, to the plate. Wears number 2 on his jersey. He's got 2 ducks on the pond as he looks at called strike 1 on the outer third. So 0-1 the count. 2-0 Carlsbad. We're in the top of the first if you're just joining us, but Carlsbad threatening here with 2 outs. They got 2 runners in scoring position. Swing and a miss. Got him on that curveball. Good pitch. 0-2 now the count. Grant Harville, the first baseman, on deck. And in the hole, the bottom of the order, Lenny Marquez, the third baseman. So Carlsbad looking to bat around here if they can. The pitch, outside, ball 1. 1-2 now the count. 1-2 the count, 2 outs. Here's the pitch. Outside, ball 2. So the count runs even. Thomas, Padilla, and Martinez from left to right. Jace Martinez, Gomez, Avila, and Garcia from third to first. Here's the pitch. Swung on, line drive out to right field. The right fielder started to come on and then realized it was right at him, and that is out number 3. So the fly out Out to the right fielder is out number 3, but they get 1, 2, 3, 4 hits and 2 runs off of those 4 hits. There was 2 errors.
2 runs on 3 hits, 2 Belen errors.
And there was 2 runners left on base, so we've played one half of an inning, and the score is 2-0 in favor of the Carlsbad Cavemen. Bottom half of the second coming up, bottom half of the first coming up, Belen will be at bat. All right, we're here for the bottom half of the first inning, and leading off for the Belen Eagles is number 7, Diego Avila. He is the second baseman. Swing and a miss. The big lefty, Mac Mabry, on the hill for the Carlsbad Cavemen. Strike 1. Luciano Gomez, the shortstop, on deck, and Jace Martinez, the third baseman, in the hole for the Belen Eagles. Next pitch, called. Strike 2. Good pitch there by Mabry as he blazed that one on the corner. Give you the defense set up for Carlsbad right after this pitch. Low for ball 1. 1-2. Did not chase Avila. So out in left field, Brandon Ganaway. In center is Tristan Thomas. And in right, Zach Galindo. The pitcher was ready to go. Batter had stepped out. So quick moving Mac Mabry. Here's the pitch. Got him to chop at one, or kind of half swing. Did draw contact. So the count remains 1-2 for Avila. Nolan Perry at short. Aiden Padilla at second. Third base is Lenny Marquez, and the first baseman, Grant Harville, catching Ty Molina, and the pitcher, of course, Mac Mabry. Here's the 1-2. Swung on, popped up and out of play to the right side. The count remains 1-2. 2-0 Carlsbad. They got 2 in the top half of the first inning. Mabry waiting, getting ready to go. And the pitch swung on and missed. And that is out number 1 here in the bottom half of the first inning. Strikeout. So 1 down. And coming to the plate will be the shortstop, number 3, Luciano Gomez.
Next up for the Eagles, the shortstop, number 3, Luciano Gomez.
He'll step in on the right side to face the lefty, Mac Mabry. Here's the pitch. Strike 1 called. Just a smoker down the middle. On deck is Jace Martinez, the third baseman, and in the holes the first baseman, Angel Garcia, for the Belen Eagles. Pitch swung on, pop fly. And the first baseman and second baseman both come on. First baseman will make the catch. And that'll be out number 2 on the pop fly, which will bring Jace Martinez to the plate, the third baseman.
Next up for Belen, the third baseman, number 13.
He'll step in on the right side as well with 2 down as Belen try to get something going here with 2 outs. Mabry ready to go in the wind and the pitch. Right there, called, strike 1. Looked like he took a little bit off of that pitch. No swing, caught the outer third for strike 1. Wind in the pitch. Strike 2 called. That one on the painted the corner. So down 0-2 now is Martinez with Angel Garcia, the number 4 hitter in the lineup, on deck, and the DH Kenny Trujillo in the hole. 0-2, swing and a miss. That is strike 3.
And strike 3.
So strikeout. 2 strikeouts in the inning. There was no runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on base. We've played in full inning, and the score remains 2-0. Carlsbad on top. Top of the second. Carlsbad's half to come in and bat. Coming up. Stay right here at KSVPTV.com. You can find us at KSVP Radio on Facebook and KSVP Radio on YouTube. We'll be back. Welcome back here to KSVPTV.com as the Carlsbad Cavemen are starting the top of the second inning with the first baseman, number 19, coming to the plate. Grant Harville steps in on the left side. Here's the pitch, way outside and high for ball 1. So 1-0 the count to Harville. As he steps back in. Lenny Marcus, the third baseman, on deck, and then we're back to the top of the order. That pitch misses down and in for ball 2. As Tristan Thomas is in the hole, the center fielder for the Cavemen. 2-0 Carlsbad, top of the second. Here's a pitch, called. Strike 1. 2-1 now the count. Defensively, Bryson Soils, the catcher. Malachi Chavez, the pitcher. And I'll give you the rest of the defense after this pitch. Swung on, hit well out into left center field. The center fielder's going to have to get on his horse, and he's not going to be able to make it there. And that's a one hop over the fence, stand-up double.
Ground rule double for Grant Harville.
Ground rule double. So he'll go to second base on that deep shot, and that'll bring the number 9 hitter in the lineup. Number 4, third baseman, Lenny Marcus. So Harville leading things off here in the second with a double, ground rule double. Shot out to left center field. Marcus steps in on the right side to face Malachi Chavez as he'll come set, take a peek back. Now the pitch. A little high, ball 1. Tyler Martinez is out in right. Ethan Thomas is in left, and Aiden Padilla is in center field. Luciano Gomez at short. Diego Avila at second. Angel Garcia at first, and Jace Martinez, the third baseman, setting up the defense for the Belen Eagles. Here's the pitch. Outside. Good job by Bryson Soils. Oh, and he even snap throws it down. I looked down and looked back up, and he had thrown it as he had to scoot to his right quickly. Catches that ball on the bounce and fires it to second base. Not in time, but keeping Harville's honest down there. Good job by Bryson Soils. That was ball 2. This is a swing and a foul ball straight down into the ground for strike 1 for Marquez. Chavez taking a long look in, now comes set. And the pitch. Bunt. It's put down to the left side, to the right side of the mound. The throw over is going to go wide. Coming in to score from second will be Harville. Going into second is Marcus. I'm going to wait for the scoreboard up here to tell me how they're scoring it. Error on the pitcher. Okay. So E1 on the throw over to first. And so Marcus now at second base on that bad throw. Coming in to score is Grant Harville, and we're back to the top of the order as the center fielder Tristan Thomas will step in. He's 1 for 1. Singled his first time up. He's going to try to bunt this. He pops it up on the left side to foul, and nobody can get to it, so strike 1. On deck is Zach Galindo, and in the hole, Nolan Perry for the Cavemen. Runner at second base is Marcus. He put that bunt down, and the throwing error on the pitcher moved him over to second base. So our score now 3-0 is Harville had led off with a ground rule double, and he scores on that error. That pitch high. 1-1 now the count. So stepping back in on the left side is Tristan Thomas. 1 for 1 so far with a single. Got a runner in scoring position as he looks at called strike 2. Back in on the left side is Thomas. Chavez comes set, takes a peek back, and out of the plate. Ball 2. 2-2. That ball missed in. Galindo on deck, and Perry in the hole for the Cavemen, leading 3-0 with nobody out. Top of the second. Swung on, hit well out to center field. The center fielder has to fade back. He's still going back. He'll catch it right on the warning track for out number 1, and the runner will tag up and slide into third base safely. So on the sacrifice move over, Marcus now stands at third. Out number 1 on the deep fly ball sacrifice. We'll bring up number 7, Zach Galindo, the right fielder for the Carlsbad Cavemen. He struck out his first time through, so 0 for 1 so far. Has a chance now to do something with it. Steps in on the left side. Chavez with the runner at third. Takes a look over at third when he comes set. And the pitch high for ball 1. 1-0 the count. Number 3 hitter in the lineup, shortstop, number 10, Nolan Perry on deck. And the number 4 hitter in the lineup, the pitcher, number 18, Mac Mabry in the hole. Ball misses high. Ball 2. Goddard got the win this morning in the 7th inning. They were down by 3, and down to their last out, they were down 9-6 and score 6. 2-out rallies. That ball misses high and away for ball 3 to Galindo. So they go up 12-9, and Clovis unable to get anybody across. So Goddard wins the ball game in 7, 12-9. They move on to play the winner of this game tomorrow afternoon. Start time scheduled for 4 p.m. right here at the ballpark in Artesia. Clovis will take on the loser of this ball game tomorrow morning, 10 a.m. Also right here at Brainerd Park, home of the Bulldogs. Chavez comes set. Pitch down the middle, called strike 1. 3-1 now the count as Galindo was taken all the way. So 3-1 as he'll step back in on the left side. We have 1 out and a runner at third base for the Cavemen. They've already got another run across the plate here in the inning, and that pitch misses away. Ball 4. So the 1-out walk puts runners on the corners.
Galindo draws the walk.
And Galindo's going to keep going, and he's safe. They dropped the ball at shortstop and going home on the throw. So he just took off running and never stopped. So he goes with a walk, takes it all the way to second base. He's safe there. And coming in to score on the throw to second base was Marquez. So another run scores. So just heads up running there as he saw that they weren't really paying attention to him, and he goes all the way to second base. The throw looked like it was in time, but it bounced. There's a line drive into left field by Nolan Perry. That's going to be a 1-out single, and an RBI is coming around to score is Galindo. So just like that, it's 5-0 in favor of the Carlsbad Cavemen. 1 out, and just a heads-up play there by the runner, by the young man that drew the walk, Zach Galindo, because he just blazed to second base, caused a little mix-up on Belen as they tried to get the out, and coming in to score from third base was Marquez, and then a rope single out into left field by Nolan Perry gets him an RBI, and he now stands at first, and we've got the Belen coach out talking to his infield. 5-0. We've got 3 more runs here on the board for the Carlsbad Cavemen in the second. And still only 1 out. And now the pitcher, Mac Mabry up. He is 1 for 1 with a single and a run scored. The big lefty. He'll step in with 1 out and a runner down at first base. Malachi Chavez stays in. Here's the pitch. Looks at it outside for ball 1. On deck is the second baseman, number 15, Aiden Padilla. And in the hole, number 6, left fielder Brandon Ganaway for Carlsbad. The pitch swung on high into the air out in right center field. And the second baseman will go back and make the play. So Diego Avila without number 2. Or Avila, I'm saying it wrong. Avila. And that's out number 2 on the pop fly.
Next up for the Cavemen, second
And that'll bring second baseman, number 15, Aiden Padilla to the board, or to bat. Padilla 1 for 1. He singled back in the first, just an inning ago. First pitch he sees, pop fly to the left side, and I don't think anybody's going to get there. It's really high. They're going to try, but it's going to fall right in front of the charging left fielder. Good effort out there by the shortstop, third baseman, and left fielder. Gomez, Martinez, and Thomas all converging on it, but it falls to the ground for an innocent strike 1 for Quintela. Brandon Ganaway on deck and Ty Molina in the hole for the Cavemen as they now have 2 outs with a runner at first base and the 5-0 lead here in the top of the second inning. There's a pitch, runner's going, and he will go down easily with the steal, no throw on that in tight ball 1. So 1-1 the count to Quintela. And moving over is Perry to second base on the steal. Pitch swung on, flare out to right field. Right fielder coming on strong, and that's going to bounce in front of him. He's not able to get there, and he's going to turn that into a double. So a double for Quintela and RBI. As scoring from second base was Nolan Perry. And so with 2 outs, Quintela at second base, and the score now 6-0 Carlsbad.
Next up for the Cavemen, the left fielder, number 6, Brandon Ganaway.
And that brings the left fielder, number 6, Brandon Ganaway, to the plate. He also is 1 for 1. He has a single and an RBI that he got back in the first an inning ago. Carlsbad 6, Belen 0 as Chavez comes set. Runner at second base. Looks back at him. Ball high and tight for ball 1 to Ganaway. The number 9 hitter in the lineup, or in the order here in the second inning, if they get to him, is Ty Molina. He's on deck. And then the batter that led things off with a double and a run scored is Grant Harville. He's in the hole. Chavez comes set, looks back at second, now to the plate, high and tight. Ball 2. 2-0 the count to Ganaway. Molina on deck. And then we're back to the leadoff batter of this inning, Grant Harville. He's in the hole. The pitch called strike 1 on the outside third. So 2-1 now to Ganaway. Go through the defense again for Belen. We have Ethan Thomas in left, Aiden Padilla in center, and Tyler Martinez in right. Give you the rest of it after this pitch. Just missed away. 3-1 now to the batter Ganaway. Infield is Luciano Gomez at short, Diego Avila at second, Angel Garcia at first, and Jace Martinez at third. The pitch swung on, pop fly. Avila will fade back. It's going to be difficult, but he will not get it. Man, that wind was just a swirling and going in for the double, and the RBI is Brandon Ganaway.
Scores.
And so with 2 outs, another run comes across the plate, and that'll bring number 2, Ty Molina, the catcher, and he's the number 9 hitter in the inning. So they have batted around, have the Cavemen. 2 down, 7-0 our score. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, big swing. Just a better pitch. So strike 1 to Molina. Grant Harville is on deck. He led the inning off with a double, and he scored a run here in the second. And he is on deck in the on-deck circle. Here's the pitch. Strike 2 called on the outer third. So 0-2 to Molina, the catcher. And that brings me back to the defense. Bryson Soils is the catcher, and Malachi Chavez the pitcher for Belen. Here's the pitch. Misses away for ball 1. 1-2. Now the count. Chavez comes set to the plate. Swing and a foul tip. So he'll stay alive. Count remains 1-2 with 2 down. Big cut there. Just got a piece of it. This afternoon's game scheduled at 4 o'clock. Santa Teresa taking on Moriarty. And then the nightcap, Los Alamos Artesia. There's a swing. That's going to be a base hit through the hole. That's going to be an RBI single. As he'll round first, and then he goes to second on an error, so that's the third error as he moves over to second base. It was a single for Ty Molina. He gets the RBI and the single, moves over to second on the dropping the ball out in left field. So Grant Harville, who led the inning off with a double and a run scored, comes to bat for the second time here in the second inning. And Mendoza will come in and run for the Cavemen, for the catcher Molina. So Mendoza down at second base. And Harville will step back in, the big first baseman, lefty. He is 1 for 1 with a double and a run scored. He looks at ball 1 inside. Carlsbad now leading 8-0. As Harville steps back in, Chavez comes set. Pitch called, strike 1 on the outside corner of the plate. 1-1 now the count. The number 9 hitter in the lineup, Lenny Marcus, the third baseman. Where's number 4? He's on deck, and then we're back to the top of the order. Tristan Thomas is in the hole. There's a little squibber to the left side. Looks like it's going to beat it out, and he does. So an infield single. So in the same inning, Harville 2 for 2 as he is safe at first base on the beats it out. Kind of the power bunt to the left side. And so standing at third base,
number 4, Lenny Marquez,
is Ty Molina as he moves over to third. And at the plate, Lenny Marcus. He reached on an error in this inning, as this is his second time up. He's going to swing and foul it back and out of play for strike 1. So the top of the order on deck, Tristan Thomas, and in the hole, Zach Galindo, the number 2 batter in the lineup for Carlsbad. Our score now to 8-0, 2 outs, runners on the corners. As Malachi Chavez battling, but still on the mound, and there is called strike 2. So 0-2 now the count. Runner going. Oh, they got him in a pickle as Chavez steps off. He looks back. Now he's going to toss it to second base. They need to get him. It's their third out, and they will, and that will be the third out. So Carlsbad just had runners on the corners, and the runner was going. They get him caught. So Harville caught, and he is out for out number 3. And that'll bring Lenny Marquez back to the plate.
This umpire does the run count.
And the run does not count. So Marcus will come back to bat. All right, so let me see if I can count these. So we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep, 6 runs. On 6 hits, there were 2 Belen errors. And there was 1 runner left on base. So after an inning and a half, the score 8-0 in favor of Carlsbad. Bottom half of the second inning coming up here for the Belen Eagles as they will bring to the plate their number 4 hitter in the lineup, Angel Garcia. Stay right there. We're back here as the first pitch to number 23, Angel Garcia, is outside and high for ball 1. Next pitch is a chopper to the shortstop. He hits it on the second bounce, fires it to first. 6-3 is the putout, and that is out, number 1. Kenny Trujillo, the DH, number 15, is coming up to bat. On deck will be the right fielder, number 20, Tyler Martinez, and in the hole, the catcher, number 14, Bryson Soils. 1 out here. As the big lefty, Mac Mabry, has seen 4 batters and has gotten 4 outs. Two strikeouts, a pop fly and a ground out for Mabry. First pitch, grounder to the left side. It'll be foul for strike 1. Third baseman goes and gathers that up. So Kenny Trujillo, batting from the right side and DHing for Belen, will step back in. And I'll give you the defense set up right after this pitch. Mabry works very quickly. His catcher, Ty Molina, gets him the, I say that and then it took a little bit, but he gets him the signal. Strike 2. Looks like he took something off of that. Nice pitch. Ganaway, Thomas, Galindo from left to right. Marcus, Perry, Quintela, and Harville from third to first. Defensive setup for the Carlsbad Cavemen. As Mabry, the pitcher, and Ty Molina, the catcher. Here's the wind in the 0-2. Ball 1. 1-2 now the count. On the DH, Kenny Trujillo. On deck is Tyler Martinez, the right fielder. And in the hole, Bryson Soils, the catcher. The pitch, swing, and hard hit down the line, but foul. So the count remains 1-2. And now they're going to trade baseballs. Pitcher gives the ball he had to the. They were waiting for the ball to come in from out in left field. So now it does. Left fielder went over and gathered it up. All right, so we're all getting ready to get back in spot here as the pitcher, Mabry, is back on the rubber and the batter steps back in. Kenny Trujillo with 1 out. Here's the pitch. Got him. Swing and a miss. Strike 3 and out number 2 here in the inning.
Strike 3 recorded. 2 outs in the inning.
So 2 outs down. 2 outs coming to the plate will be the right fielder, number 20, Tyler Martinez.
Right fielder, number 20.
As we're now in an overcast situation here. I can see some blue sky out there, but the sun is blocked out. Overcast skies. Beautiful day, except for the wind. Darn wind. Swing and a miss. Strike 1 on Tyler Martinez. Good pitch there by Mabry. As Martinez seeing him for the first time. He's the 6th batter. That one bounces up there for ball 1. Molina with a good job of scooping that out of the ground. 1-1 now the count to Martinez. The catcher, Bryson Soils, on deck. And the center fielder, Aiden Padilla, in the hole for the Belen Eagles if they can get a 2-out rally going. Took something off of that one. Swing and a foul tip straight back. 1-2 now to Tyler. To Tyler Martinez. Pitch. Strike 3 called. Ring him up on the inside of the corner. And so 1, 2, 3, they go down in order. No hits, no errors, no runners, and left on base, and no runs. The score after 2 full, 8-0, Carlsbad on top of Belen. We'll be back for the top of the 3rd. Carlsbad's half the inning when we come back. Welcome back here to the Bulldog Invitational. 8-0, Carlsbad on top as they come in to bat here. Top of the third, and at the plate will be the third baseman, Lenny Marcus. First pitch, swing, and a chopper to third baseman. He catches on the one hop, fires it across, and that is out one on one pitch. 5-3. And that is the first out, and we're back to the top of the order here as Tristan Thomas will come to the plate. He's 1 for 1 with a sacrifice fly and a single. First pitch, called, strike one to the left-handed batter Tristan Thomas. On deck is Zach Galindo, and in the hole, Nolan Perry. We're in the 1-2-3 positions here for the Carlsbad Cavemen. The pitcher remains Malachi Chavez. Here's the pitch, swing, and a chopper down the first baseline, foul. First baseman Garcia will gather it in, but it's foul ball, so strike two. Defensively, Ethan Thomas in left, Tyler Martinez in right, and Aiden Padilla in center field. Diego Avila at second, Luciano Gomez at short, Jace Martinez at third, Angel Garcia at first, and Bryson Sewell's catching, as this is going to be hit to the left side. Third baseman Jace Martinez fires it across, 5-3. Put out, and that is out number two. Both by the third baseman, Lenny Marcus, as he fires it across the diamond to Angel Garcia. And that'll bring Zach Galindo to the plate. He is 0 for 1 with a walk and a run scored as he steps in on the left side. Chavez, the pitcher for Belen, comes set. And the pitch called. Strike one on the outside half of the plate. 0-1 the count. Shortstop number 10, Nolan Perry on deck. And the pitcher, number 18, Mac Mabry in the hole. The pitch swung on and missed. Got him out in front. Strike two. Top of the third, if you're just joining us, Carlsbad leading 8-0 here in game number 2 at the Artesia Invitational. The pitch just a bit outside to the lefty. Ball one. Great pitch there by Malachi Chavez. Tried to get him to chase one that was probably unhittable, and it just missed away. Here's the pitch, swing and a foul tip straight back, so the count remains 1-2. Wind has died a little bit from this morning. It was really howling earlier. It's not howling quite as bad now. Here's the pitch, outside, ball two, 2-2 to Galindo. It's definitely blowing out of the north almost solely now as I look down at the flag in left field. Every once in a while, a little bit of a western hint. That's ball three outside. So taking him to a full count is Galindo. He struck out in the first, walked in the second, now batting for the third time. And we're in the third inning. Here's the pitch, and that misses away. Gets a second walk. And he stands at first base with one out.
Next up for the Cavemen, the shortstop, number 10, Nolan Perry.
Perry to the plate, and the first pitch is high and tight for ball one. That's Nolan Perry. Where's number 10? Playing shortstop. He has a sacrifice fly. Actually, I think it might have been a bunt. And a single. He's also got 2 RBIs as that ball hits him. So now he's hit by a pitch here in the third. He'll go down to first, moving down to second after drawing the walk is Galindo. And so with 2 outs, Carlsbad brings to the plate their number 4 hitter and pitcher, Mac Mabry. He could certainly help his cause here, get up by 10 if he can drive these runners in. He is 1 for 2 with a single and a run scored. He popped one out into the outfield his second time up. Chavez comes set now to the plate. Swing, and it's a chopper to the right side. This is going to be trouble. They're going to hurry. Oh, and it's dropped by the pitcher, and coming in to score and going to second base will be Mabry, and going to third will be Perry. So Perry to third base on the error. Galindo comes in to score, and Mabry. Did you guys call that an error or a hit? Error? On the pitcher, right?
Number 1, Rene Ramos.
So reaching on the error, the pitcher dropped that ball. He was there in time, so I agree with that. was Mabry. He goes all the way to second. And so second base is somebody came in to run for him, and I didn't get the number. At the plate will be number 15, Aiden Padilla. He's the second baseman. He is 2 for 2 with a single and a double and an RBI and a run scored. That was a lot to say. He's having a good day, is Aiden Quintela. Here's the pitch, low and away, ball 1. So now 9-0, runners at second and third. And 2 outs here in the top of the third. Quintela steps back in. Again, he's 2 for 2 with a single and a double. Here's the pitch, away. Good job by Soils to block that one and keep a runner down at third. That's ball 2. Brandon Ganaway on deck and Ty Molina in the hole for the Cavemen, as they've got 2 more runners to get across if they can with 2 outs. Here's the pitch, swung on, pop fly out to right center, maybe in no man's land. They're coming on hard, and they're not going to get to it. That's going to be a base hit, and going to try to make it into a double, and will, as he slides in. 2 RBI, double for Aiden Quintela. And Carlsbad, with 2 outs, has scored 3 more runs, now lead 11-0. All right, so at the plate will be Brandon Ganaway. He is 2 for 2. First pitch called, strike 1. He singled in his first and got an RBI. He doubled in the second with an RBI and a run scored, so very similar to what Quintela did. There's a hit. That's going to be a base hit, seeing eye single, and it should be another RBI. Rounding third base, they are going to throw it in but cut it off. They're going to try to get him at second, but not in time. So a single moving over to second after the single was Brandon Ganaway. He gets another RBI. And moving into score was Quintela, and the score now 12-0 Carlsbad, with Ty Molina coming to the plate. Ty Molina is 1 for 2, has a single and an RBI. We're in the top of the third, the score 12-0 in favor of the Carlsbad Cavemen. Looks like we're going to have a change pitching, so I'm going to go ahead and step aside. We'll be back once they get warmed up right here on KSVPTV.com. We're also out there on Facebook, KSVP Radio, and YouTube channel, KSVP Radio. So stay tuned. 12-0, top of the third, 2 outs. Carlsbad remains at bat, and we're going to be taking a break right here. We'll be back in just a minute. All right, we're back here. The first pitch for the new pitcher, Ryder Oldfield, is in the turf for ball 1. At the plate is Ty Molina, the catcher. He is 1 for 2 in the ball game with a single and an RBI, and has a chance for another RBI as he's got a runner in scoring position at second base. The lefty, Oldfield, replaces Malachi Chavez. That pitch high for ball 2. All right, so Oldfield, who is a left-hander, steps back up, looks back at second base. Now the 2-0. Swing, hard hit, and that gets by the third baseman. And so I'm going to wait for the official scorebook. Oh, base hit, because it was such a hard shot. All right, so base hit, single for Molina, and coming in to score was Ganaway. And now at the plate, Grant Harville. Well, let me take that back.
Number 5, Uriel Mendoza.
Yeah, number 19 is at the plate, Grant Harville. He is 2 for 2 with a double and a single. Here's the pitch. Called strike 1 on the inside corner. So Oldfield, again from the stretch. Runner down at first base is Molina. Harville at the plate. Here's the pitch. Strike 2 called. Outer third of the plate. On deck is Lenny Marcus, and in the hole, the leadoff batter for the Cavemen, Tristan Thomas. So the Cavemen have almost batted around. Actually, they have. This is the number 9 hitter in the line in the order here in the third. That pitch bounces, gets by the catcher, so going in easily to second base on the wild pitch is Molina. And actually coming in was Mendoza to run for him, so he's courtesy runner is Mendoza. He's now down at second base. And Harville now with a 1-2 count with 2 outs and Lenny Marcus on deck. Marcus led off the inning with the first out as he grounded out to the third baseman. The next batter was the leadoff batter, Tristan Thomas. He grounded out to the third baseman, and then they've gone on a run here with 2 outs, scoring 5 more runs here to add their total. They now have 13 with a runner at second. Oldfield comes set, and to the plate. Inside and bounces. Soils is able to gather it up before the runner can move down, so just a ball. Ball 2-2 now to Harville, the number 8 hitter in the lineup, the big first baseman, lefty. Again, he's 2 for 2, has a double and a single, run scored. So he steps back in on the left side, and the pitch is coming. Again, low and inside for ball 3. So, full count now for Harville. Runner does not have to run. Normally you'd see him running on 2 outs, but with nobody behind him at first base, Mendoza does not have to go and probably won't. Oldfield takes a look back at second, and now the pitch. Swing and a miss, but he foul tipped it. Did get a piece, so he stays alive. Count remains full. 13-0. We're in the top of the third inning. Carlsbad leading the Belen Eagles, if you're just now joining us. Oldfield has come in to replace Malachi Chavez a batter ago. Swing and a chopper toward the Carlsbad dugout. Count remains 3-2 with 2 outs. Harville battling here. He's had a full count for, I think he's on his about a 7th or 8th pitch. Pitch swung on, hit hard down the line, but foul. So again, foul ball. Count remains full as Harville steps back in. Ryder Oldfield comes set, looking back at second. And the pitch. Got him, swing and a miss, and that is strike 3. And that will end the inning. But boy, some damage done here as they get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 runs
Carlsbad scores 5 runs on 3 hits.
off of 3 hits.
Third, 1 Belen error.
1 error and 1 runner left on base. So we've played 2.5, and the score now 13-0, Carlsbad over Belen. All right, we're back here at the ballpark, and we're going into the bottom half of the 3rd inning. Belen's half, the home half of the inning, down 13-0, so they got some scoring to do. First pitch, called strike 1 for Mac Mabry. It's the catcher, Bryson Soils, at the plate. His first time through. Next pitch is flared off to the right and out of play for strike 2. Soils at the plate. Aiden Padilla, the center fielder, on deck, and Ethan Thomas, the left fielder, in the hole. The wind in the pitch. Low for ball 1. 1-2 now the count. Carlsbad has gone down in order the first 2 innings, so trying to get something going here in the 3rd against Mac Mabry and the Carlsbad defense. The pitch took something off of it, out in front of it, hits it foul over to the left side. The count remains 1-2. Brandon Ganaway in left, Zach Galindo in right, Tristan Thomas in center, Aiden Quintella at second, Nolan Perry at short. I'll give you the rest of the defense after this pitch. Low and away, ball 2. 2-2 now the count. Lenny Marcus at third, Grant Harville at first, and Ty Molina is the catcher. Mac Mabry, of course, the pitcher. 2-2 count. That got him. Looking. Good pitch. Strikeout. And out number 1. And that's the 4th strikeout dealt by Mac Mabry. He has now faced 7 batters. 4 of them strikeouts. He's induced a pop fly and a ground out as well. And that'll bring number 10, Aiden Padilla, to the plate. He's a right-handed batter. Plays center field. On deck is Ethan Thomas, the left fielder. 1 out, here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 1. The lefty Mabry ready to go. Here's his wind and pitch. Swing and foul tip kind of ate him up, got in on his hands. He was able to make contact, but a foul ball right back into the net for strike 2. So 0-2 the count now to Padilla, who will step back in after they gather that ball up, which the on-deck batter does. It looks like they got a different guy coming in. Just missed for ball 1. 1-2 now the count. Looks like number 8 is in the on-deck circle. 1-2 the count. Here's the pitch. Misses away. 2-2 now the count. It looked like, number 8 going to bat. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Got him. Out number 2 on the strikeout. And the 5th strikeout recorded for Mac Mabry. And now coming to the plate.
Up to hit for Belen. Number 8, Charlie Wisniewski.
Charlie Wisniewski will come in to bat for the Belen Eagles. So Ethan Thomas was scheduled to bat, but now Charlie Wisniewski will come in to bat. 2 down here as Mabry has been mowing through him. He has 5 strikeouts. He has faced 8 batters in the ball game. And now he will take a seat, and coming in to pitch will be number 8 for the Cavemen. Well, let's see. Wait a minute. So Mac Mabry's going to go to first.
For the Cavemen, number 8, Jeffrey Mathis.
And Jeffrey Mathis will come in to pitch for the Cavemen. So we got a pitching change. We'll let him warm up, and we'll come back for the rest of the bottom of the third. 13-0 Carlsbad over the Belen Eagles. We'll be back. All right, the new pitcher is ready to go, Jeffrey Mathis.
2 outs at the plate, number 8, Charlie Wisniewski.
And Charlie Wisniewski will step in. The right-hander, first pitch, strike 1. Call. Like a fastball, inner third of the plate to the right-handed Wisniewski. Wind in the pitch. Swinger, chopper down the, or slow roller down the third base line. That's going to be an infield single. So the first hit of the ball game comes on a little slow roller for Wisniewski, and he will be at first base. And that brings us back to the top of the order as number 7. What are they talking about here? Oh, they're going to have a runner come in. So 16 we're entering. Ethan Thomas will come in and run for Wisniewski. He was the batter that was scheduled to bat. Wisniewski came in to pinch hit. Now Thomas back in to run. And at the plate will be number 7, the leadoff batter, Diego Avila, the second baseman. He's 0 for 1 with a strikeout.
Number 7, Diego Avila.
Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. And the pitch held off. Ball 1 outside, low and away. So 1-1 now the count to Avila. Gomez on deck and Martinez in the hole for the Belen Eagles. 13-0, but they get their first runner on base. He's at first base with 2 outs here in the bottom of the third. Just missed. Ball 2, 2-1 now. That pitch misses, so 3-1 now the count to Avila. As Jeffrey Mathis ready to go. Called. Strike 2. The batter was already ready to toss his bat and run down to second, but changes his mind when the umpire said strike. All right, so full count. Runner should be running. He's not. It's a chopper back to the pitcher. Mathis will fire it to first. 1-3 the put out, and that ends the inning. There was one hit but no runs,
bottom half
no
of the
errors, and 1 runner left on base. So we've played 3 full, and the score is 13-0, Carlsbad.
errors.
We'll be back. All right, we got a pinch hitter here. Jeremy Dominguez steps in, right side, number 21, and looks at ball 1 from Ryder Oldfield. So he's batting in place of Lenny Marcus. 1-0 the count. Tristan Thomas on deck. That pitch just misses away. Ball 2, 2-0. Next pitch swung on. That's going to be a line drive up the middle for a base hit. So Dominguez with the single, and that gets us to the top of the order here in the top of the 4th inning. Tristan Thomas coming to bat.
Center fielder, number 13, Tristan Thomas.
Tristan playing out in center field. He is 1 for 3 in the ball game. Has a sacrifice single, a sacrifice fly, a single, and grounded out. Bats from the left side, plays out in center field, or he's batting from the left side. He may be a switch hitter. Haven't been paying attention to how he's throwing out there. Well, I'm going to say he's not because he's batting against the left-hander Ryder Oldfield, so a left-handed batter in Tristan Thomas. The pitch swung on, hit well. That's a drive out into right field. That'll be another base hit, and the right fielder drops it, but the runner does not advance from second to third on the drop. So moving him over to second was Tristan Thomas with the single. And Carlsbad now has 2 runners on base with nobody out. And coming to bat will be number 5.
Number 5, Uriel Mendoza.
Uriel Mendoza. So we've seen him courtesy run a couple of times. Now he'll bat here in the 2-hole, the right-hander. Against the lefty, and he looks at a call, strike 1, big swooping curveball, drops in there. Strike 1. Runners at first and second. On deck is number 10, Nolan Perry, the shortstop. And then we'll see who's in the hole because it was the pitcher, and it may be the new pitcher. Oldfield to the plate. Swing and a miss. Another curveball. Strike 2. Here's the pitch. High for ball 1. 1-2 now the count. 13-0. We're in the top of 4. Nobody out. Carlsbad with runners at first and second on back-to-back singles. Ryder Oldfield came in the last inning to replace Malachi Chavez on the bump. He's given up 3 hits, 1 in the last inning and now 2 here in this inning. Nubber out in front of the plate. And the catcher's going to go to second and get that one. So 2-6 is the play on the fielder's choice.
2-6 on the force out. 1 gone in the inning.
And so that is the first out.
Number 10,
Runner at first and a runner at third. And that brings number 10, shortstop Nolan Perry, to the plate. He's been hit by a pitch, had a sacrifice RBI and a single with an RBI, so 2 RBIs and a run scored for Perry. Runners at first and third. Throw over to first, not in time, as Mendoza was not very, he was about 2 steps off, just a courtesy throw over really. Here's the pitch, outside, ball 1. 1-0 to Perry. On deck is number 18, Mac Mabry, who does stay in the ball game to bat. The pitch, swing and a miss, good pitch. Big cut, swung through it. So Perry now 1-1. Two and 1 now the count, as that was a ball to Perry. As the pitcher comes set. Oldfield to the plate. Outside, ball 2. Or ball 3, 3-1. With 1 out. So 3-1 the count, runners on the corners. And pop fly back out of play, so it'll be a full count. Swing and a hard hit down the third base line. That's going to be extra bases. That is in the, well, he just runs to first base and stops. So I'm not sure about that. He goes, so call it a single. Going from first to third is the runner, and coming in to score from third base is Mendoza. Actually, Mendoza goes to third. And Perry goes to first on the single. So it was Dominguez that came in to score. And that'll bring the pitcher, who is now just DHing, I guess, number 18, Mac Mabry, to the plate. He is, looks at a low one, ball 1. Did he move to first? Okay, he moved to first. So Mabry steps in with a ball 1. 1-0 the count with 1 out. Oldfield comes set. To the plate. Inside, ball 2. Mabry is 1 for 3. Flew out in the second. got on by an error in the third, hit a single in the first, and scored a run there, and scored a run in the third. So 2 runs scored, 1 for 3 with a single. The pitch swung on. That's hit well out into right field. Will it get down? It does. That's going to go extra bases all the way to the corner, and they're going to hold him at first. Runner will move from first to third. Mabry will stop at first base. And so Carlsbad with 3 runners, with the runner on the 2 runners on the corners now.
At the plate for the Cavemen. Number 1.
1 out.
Ramos.
And coming to bat will be number 1. Missed his first name, Ramos. Pitch called, strike 1 to Ramos, who has come in to pinch hit here. 0-1 the count. Oldfield settles back in the stretch, looks over to first. Runners at first and third for the Cavemen and leading 15-0. The pitch, swing and a miss. 1-1 now the count to Ramos. Number 6, Brandon Ganaway on deck. He's the left fielder, and then the catcher, Ty Molina, in the hole for the Cavemen. Ryder Oldfield set. Looks twice at first, now to the plate. Swung on. That's going to be a base hit out to left center field. That'll score a run, and so a single for Ramos and an RBI. And the score now 16-0. As coming in to score was Perry.
The left fielder, number 6, Brandon Ganaway.
Mabry moves over to second, and Ramos now at first, and that'll bring the left fielder, number 6, Brandon Ganaway in. He is 3 for 3 with 2 singles, a double, and 3 RBIs. He's also scored 2 runs, so he has had a great day at the plate. He's going to chop this to the third baseman. Third baseman charges, throws it to first. Not in time. It goes wild to the right side, and everybody will stay, so the base is loaded as Ganaway beats out that single. He's now 4 for 4 in the ball game, and Carlsbad just moves station to station on that infield hit. So the base is loaded, and that'll bring the catcher, number 2, Ty Molina, to the plate. He is 2 for 3 with a pair of singles, an RBI. And the wind gusting again here at the ballpark. It had kind of died down a little bit, but it definitely wasn't gusting like it was this morning. We just had a pretty big gust blow through. So bases loaded, 1 out, 16-0. And at the plate, the catcher, Ty Molina. Pitch low for ball 1. On deck will be, we'll see who it is. Nobody's out there yet. It would be, normally would be Grant Harville, who was playing first, and he moved out when the pitcher went over. Now the pitcher, Oldfield, will step off. So Ryder Oldfield will step back on now in the stretch, deciding if he wants to pitch from the windup or the stretch. Now he's in the stretch. Bases loaded. And the pitch missed away. Ball 2. 2-0 the count. It looks like number 8 is going to come in to bat in place of Harville. Here's the pitch. Swung on. Line drive out to left field. The left fielder will go back and make the play, and everybody will stay put. So that is the second out of the inning as Ty Molina flies out to left. Nobody tags and comes move. So with 2 outs, number 8 coming to the plate.
Next up for the Cavemen, the pitcher, number 8, Jeffrey Mathis.
So the pitcher is batting here, Jeffrey Mathis. His first time up. First pitch he sees is going to get, the shortstop makes the play and gets the ball but has nowhere to go with it. Another infield single for the Cavemen and an RBI for Mathis. So they moved station to station. Coming in to score was Mabry.
Next up for the Cavemen, number 21.
Quintella now
Jeremiah
third.
Dominguez.
Ganaway at second. And Mathis. Well, wait a minute. I didn't get everybody. Let's see here. Yeah, Jeffrey Mathis is at first with that single. And at the plate is number 21, Jeffrey Dominguez. His second time through here in the ninth inning. In the fourth inning. So he's batting for the second time. He singled his first time up and scored a run. And now he has a 1-on-1 count. Still in the fourth inning. We're in the top half, and the score is 17-0, Carlsbad. Runners on first and second. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. Big swing. And third. The runner bases are loaded. So 1 and 2 now the count to Dominguez. 2 outs. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. And that is out number 3 on the strikeout.
And the side is retired.
So we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
Carlsbad
7
with
hits.
4 runs on 6 hits. No Belen errors.
No errors, and there were 3 runners left on base. So we've played 3.5, and the score now 17-0 in favor of the Carlsbad Cavemen. Bottom half of the inning coming up. Is it after 4 or after 5? After 5. Oh. Hey.
So you got a whole nother inning and a half left.
Well, baseball fans, you didn't get much commentary on that inning, but the Carlsbad Cavemen get the first out off the glove of the third baseman, bounced ricochet to the shortstop, and then he fires it over, 5-6-3 play. Then the next batter, Jace Martinez, walks, but then he's doubled up on a 6-3 double play as the shortstop fielded that ground ball by Garcia and touches second base and fires it over for outs 2 and 3. So the inning was short-lived, about 7 pitches, and we're into the top half of the 5th inning. The score remains 17-0 in favor of the Cavemen. Now we've got a new pitcher. Number 19 has come in to pitch for the Belen Eagles. So when we come back, we'll see where everybody's at. Stay tuned. All right, we're back here, top of the 5th. That's coming to the plate will be number 13 for the Carlsbad Cavemen, Tristan Thomas, leadoff batter. He is 2 for 3 with a sacrifice, 2 singles. His first pitch is going to be a seeing eye single. He's going to beat it out, infield single for Tristan Thomas. Gets by the third baseman, who stretched for it to his left. The shortstop got into the hole and fielded it, but not in time. So as we go into the 5th inning, the single, the leadoff for Tristan Thomas. And that'll bring to the plate Mendoza for the Carlsbad Cavemen. He reached on a fielder's choice, so 0 for 1. Here's the pitch, high. The new pitcher, by the way, is number 19, Isaiah Vargas for the Belen Eagles. Replaces Ryder Oldfield. He's a right-hander. Vargas comes set. And now to the plate. Swing and a hard hit ball, but foul down the left side by Mendoza. So 1-1 the count. Next pitch ball, 2-1 now the count. Santa Teresa has arrived at the facility. They're over there getting ready to take some BP in the cages here at Bulldog Park. Pop fly to the right side. Right fielder and the second baseman. Oh, and they collide, but it's caught by Avila. So even though they collide, he's able to bring it in, the second baseman, Diego Avila, for the first out. Wow, glad neither one of them were hurt as they kind of collided out there. 1 out on the flyout, and at the plate will be number 10, Nolan Perry, the shortstop. He's got a sacrifice RBI. He's got a single RBI. He's got hit by pitch, scored a run, and he's got another single. Scored 3 times, has 2 RBIs, and looks a ball 1 from Vargas. So 1-0 the count. Ball's hit out of play on the left side for strike 1. 1-1. as we are in the top of the 5th inning. Carlsbad at the plate. Here's the pitch. Swung on, fouled straight back for strike 2. Perry. And on deck is number 18, Mac Mabry, who was the starting pitcher. Now he's playing first base. And I think in the hole will be number 1, Ramos. We'll see. He came in and batted in the last inning. Here's the pitch. Swung on. Hit well out to right field. The right fielder on his horse. That's going to be off the wall. And he'll stop at first. And stopping at second is the runner, Thomas. So moving station to station of Carlsbad. Man, he drilled that ball. Went off about midway up out there in right field. But he'll stop at second. And so that'll bring to the plate the big lefty, Mac Mabry, for the Cavemen. He is 2 for 4. He's reached 3 times. Got on on an error back in the 3rd. First pitch he sees is away for call ball 1. Got a pair of singles, 3 runs scored. As he steps back in on the left side. And the pitch swung on, flared off the left side and out of play for strike 1. 1-1 now the count. It is number 1, Ramos, on deck. And in the hole will be number 6, Brandon Ganaway. As the right-hander, Isaiah Vargas, comes set with runners at first and second. And the pitch, right down the middle, called strike 2. 1-2 now the count. One out. This pitch is away for ball 2. 2-2. The next game scheduled to start at 4 o'clock is the Santa Teresa Desert Warriors taking on the Moriarty Pintos. And then the nightcap, Los Alamos Hilltoppers facing the Artesia Bulldogs. Scheduled to start at 7. Swing and a miss. And that is strike 3. So Mabry will take a seat on the strikeout. And that is out number 2 in the inning. And that'll bring Ramos to the plate, number 1. He is 1 for 1 with a single on RBI. He came into bat an inning ago in place of Quintela. So steps back in on the right side to face Vargas for the first time. Pitches high for ball 1. Number 6, Brandon Ganaway on deck, the left fielder, and then the catcher, number 2, Ty Molina, is in the hole here in the top of the 5th. 17-0 Carlsbad over Belen. That pitch is going to be called strike 1 down the middle in the lower end of the strike zone. 1-1 now. The count to Ramos. The pitch. Swing, and it's going to be a flare out to right center field. That'll fall for a single, and the runners will just move station to station. So the base is now loaded as Ramos now 2 for 2 in the ball game. Single and 2 singles and an RBI. And the base is all loaded up for number 6, Brandon Ganaway. He is batting 1,000 today. He's 4 for 4. He's got 3 singles, a double, and 3 RBIs. And now has a chance for at least 1 more if he gets another hit. He looks at that ball in for ball 1. Ty Molina on deck, the catcher. And in the hole will be the pitcher, Jeffrey Mathis, unless they make a change. Vargas to the plate, swung on. That's going to be a base hit to the left side. So another single. He is now 5 for 5. He's Ganaway. They'll move station to station. So he gets an RBI single, and the score now goes to 18-0. Coming in to score was Thomas. Moving to third, Perry. Moving to second was Ramos. And going to first, Ganaway. Swing and a pop fly back towards us in the press box for strike 1 for Ty Molina, the catcher. Oh, and then he hit something behind us, hit the top of the press box, kind of late. Molina is 2 for 4, pair of singles, Also has an RBI and a run scored as he looks at ball one. 1-1 now the count. On deck is the pitcher Jeffrey Mathis, and in the hole probably will be number 21 Jeremy Dominguez. He came in and batted in the last inning in place of Lenny Marcus. Swing and foul ball down the left side for strike 2 on Molina. He got out in front of that one. Stroked it, but foul. Setting up on the outside is the catcher Soils. Here's the pitch, and that's going to be called strike 3. So the strikeout ends the inning. But the Cavemen get 1, 2, 3, 4 hits. And they only get 1 run off of those 4 hits. They were just working from station to station. There was no errors, and there were 3 runners left on base. So at the end of 4 1/2, the score now 18-0. And to keep this game going, Belen will have to score a minimum of 9 runs to get under the 10-point rule, 10-run rule. All right, we'll be back. Bottom half of the 5th coming up. All right, we're back here to start the bottom of the 5th inning. Got a new pitcher after this pitch. I'll tell you who, as that misses down and in for ball 1. The new pitcher is Grant Harville. He started off the game at first base, big lefty. 1-0 the count. At the plate is Kenny Trujillo. That pitch missed as well. I thought he was going to call it a strike, but it's ball 2. So 2-0 the count to Trujillo. On deck is number 20 Tyler Martinez, and in the hole Bryson Soils for the Belen Eagles. Here's the pitch. Called strike 1 on the outside corner. 2-1 now the count to Trujillo. He's 0 for 1 in the ballgame. Struck out back in the 2nd. Steps back in. Pitch. Grounder right back to the pitcher. Harville will catch it on 1 hop. Toss it over to Mac Mabry, and that is out number 1. 1-3 on the putout. So coming to the plate will be number 20, Tyler Martinez, the right fielder for the Belen Eagles. With 1 out. And the lefty, Grant Harville, will go through his motion. Down for ball 1. Bryson Soils on deck and Aiden Padilla in the hole. Martinez struck out his first time up back in the 2nd, so he's 0 for 1. Here's the pitch. Swung on. There's a rope into left field for the base hit. So Martinez gets a 1-out single. He'll be standing at first base with Bryson Soils coming to the plate, the catcher for the Belen Eagles. Actually, I take it back. Looks like a new... No, that's him, number 14. So Soils also 0 for 1 with a strikeout. He struck out in the 3rd, so his 2nd time to bat here in this ball game. Harville takes a look over at first. Now the pitch high for ball 1. On deck is the center fielder Aiden Padilla, and in the hole we'll see, because it was Charlie Winzeski came in and batted in place of Ethan Thomas before, and so we'll see if he's still there. That pitch misses away, ball 2. 2-0 the count. The next scheduled game is scheduled to start at 4, about an hour from now. Swinging and a miss, big cut there for Swills, but swung through it, so 2-1 now the count. And it'll be the Santa Teresa Desert Warriors taking on the Moriarty Pintos. We'll have that game here for you. Just missed, not sure where. Look pretty good, maybe a little high. 3-1 now the count to Swills with Padilla on deck and a runner down at first base after getting a single is Martinez. Here's the pitch, swung on, pop fly to the right side. Can they get to it? Second baseman and the right fielder, and they're not going to. It bounces, gets away from the right fielder, Galindo, but they're going to hold up at second base as he got to it pretty quick. So another hit, back-to-back singles for the Belen Eagles. They got runners at first and second. And coming to the plate will be number 10, Aiden Padilla. He is 0 for 1 with a strikeout, so his second time to bat here in this game. Right-hander. Facing the lefty, Grant Harville. The pitch, strike 1 called on the outside corner. 0-1 the count. And it looks like Ethan Thomas will be back in his spot to bat as Winzeski came in the first time he came through. Strike 2, nice curveball there for Harville. Dropped it in there, called strike. So 0-2 the count. To Padilla. It's Harville working with runners at first and second and 1 out here. Bottom of the 5th. Swing and a miss. And that is out number 2 on the strikeout. So Belen down to their final out here. They've got to score. They got to score. Let's see. It's 18-0. So got to score 9 runs to keep this game going. 2 down, and at the plate is number 16, Ethan Thomas. Harville takes a look now. The pitch, swing and a miss. Strike 1. Comes set. Strike 2 called. I was waiting. I was going to say it, and then he didn't call it real quick, but a nice sweeping curveball. 0-2 the count to Thomas. Harville ready to go. Takes a peek back to second. A second look, and now the pitch. Swing and a miss, and that will end the ball game. The Carlsbad Cavemen get a lot of sticks going, and they win, and it could have been a lot more. They ended up going from station to station the last couple innings, but the final score is 18-0. There were 2 hits in that inning, but no runs. There was no errors. There were 2 runners left on base. And so through 5 innings, the 10-run rule is in effect. The score 18-0 is the final. Belen pitched 3 different pitchers, and taking the loss will be the starting pitcher, Malachi Chavez. He ended up giving up 12 hits, and he takes the loss. And for Belen, on the offensive side of things, they ended up getting 3 hits. They left 3 men stranded. There were no runs and no errors on the Carlsbad Cavemen. For Carlsbad, the winning pitcher is going to be Mac Mabry. He started and pitched about two and a half innings before he went out and went to first base. The Carlsbad Cavemen ended up getting those 18 runs off of 24 hits, maybe 25. Let me recount them. 4, 10, 20. Yep, 24 hits. Scoring 18 runs. They had the Belen Eagles ended up with 5 errors, and their Carlsbad Cavemen left 10 runners on base. But again, the 4th and 5th innings, they were just going station to station. So the final score, 18-0. Coming up here in about an hour, we're going to have the Moriarty Pintos and the Santa Teresa Desert Warriors. So stay tuned here. If you love baseball, continue watching KSVPTV.com and KSVP Radio on Facebook.